Yo, what's up? We are Kalin and Myles. We're from the Bay Area, California, and we make like a pop-ish, hip-hop, Bay Area music, and I produce and write and rap.
Yeah, and I sing and write as well.
And so you guys released a single on the 30th. You have an album coming up. What should your fans expect moving forward into the end of this year and into 2016?
Yeah, so we got our brand new debut album that's on the way. November 20th it drops, and just a lot of our sounds that we're influenced by: R&B, Bay Area, function, hyphy, festival, like turn up stuff. Is like it's all in there for sure.
Could you guys talk a little bit about the Bay Area and how that might have influenced your scene? A lot of critics have talked about Bay pop, or the blend between hip hop and pop.
Yeah.
Could you just talk about how, like, where you guys came from, how that may have influenced where your sound is coming from?
Yeah, so we both grew up in the Bay Area, and so we were definitely going dumb in middle school dances to Tell Me When to Go, when the DJ would play that for sure. And I think we were always like in that movement, as well as like being able to listen to like Justin Bieber, like when he was coming out, like with his stuff, like we were definitely listening to his first albums, so we could go from listening to like Justin Bieber and NHT Boys at the same time. Like it's like we weren't stuck in one genre. We always like listening to music from like all over the place, and I think that just like naturally was how like our sound came together. It's like we love music like this and we love music like this, so when we're making it, it was just only natural. That was the way that it came out.
So who are some of these artists that you feel like have inspired you or created this sound that you're kind of basing your whole next release off of? And who do you plan to work with or would love to work with in moving forward into the future?
Great question. I think a lot of my inspiration when I'm writing music or thinking about something I want to create is definitely girls. I think that's number one for sure, but I definitely have some things that I take away and make my own from the artists that I listen to, like Chris Brown or Michael Jackson, just like the R&B lane that I'm in. So I think those are a couple things for me.
For sure. And I love guys like Just Starting Six, The Cataracts, Jackie U, all those guys. I'm really inspired by their music.
Also, so you guys have a bit of a Vine presence. I know you guys also kind of started your relationship messaging back on Facebook. Could you talk a little bit about how you feel like social media is kind of changing the game for music and bringing artists together and exposure and all of that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was just going to say, I feel like with social media, I was just having a conversation about this last night. Like, social media changes, like, every 3 to 6 months, I feel like. And this definitely gives a new light and an opportunity to maybe some of the artists who aren't on a major label or have, like, a big fan base, because everything is in the palm of your hands, literally, and you could definitely, make that work. All you need is a camera and a Twitter account, and you're good. You know what I'm saying?
I think social media gives control to the creator. You know what I'm saying? It's like all you need to, like, if you have a thing that you're into, a talent that you're focused on. It's like social media gives 100% control to the creative. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like however you want to express that, you're free to do that anyway. And it's like anybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like with social media these days, it's like that's one of the craziest things about it. Is like literally like you just have to be into what you're doing. And I think ultimately like the real will rise. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are gonna know like what's real and what's not now. I think with social media, and I think that's really tight.
Okay, and then just finally, is there any last words you guys want to say to your fans about who you guys are, what you're trying to do, and kind of the message you're trying to spread as you tour the U.S. in the next couple weeks?
For sure. Yeah, the main message I would love for you guys to get, especially from the album, is just about being positive and loving yourself. For sure, I think that's like one of the main things that I'm trying to figure out as well, and I try to remind myself that, but just finding happiness within yourself first before anything.
Yeah, also this album is for you guys, the Cam fam, so thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you guys for waiting that long period of time when we weren't really dropping anything, but we're here. This is for you, nobody else but you. And if anybody else is listening to the album and is liking it, thank you so much. More music on the way.